Our planet is far greater and more extraordinary than you could ever imagine. Towering cliffs, endless deserts, and rivers carved deep into the earth, all combine to form a world overflowing with wonders waiting to be discovered. A single glance at a map shows how remarkable Earth is, but it's only when you stand before these surreal places that their true magnificence comes alive. While uncovering every hidden treasure might take a lifetime, these breathtaking landscapes and natural marvels are truly worth experiencing. Join us as we uncover them in today's video. Meteora is a famous group of monasteries located in central Greece, built on top of huge rock pillars. These rock pillars are between 1,000 to 1,800 feet high and formed by natural erosion over millions of years. Meteora began in the 14th century, when Greek monks lived isolated here, building monasteries high up to avoid wars and social troubles. The monasteries were built using complicated techniques such as ropes and ladders to lift materials up high. Meteora is an important religious center for Greek Orthodox Christianity, with 6 monasteries still active today. Today, it is recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, attracting many visitors because of its beautiful scenery and significant cultural and historical meaning. Antelope Canyon is a very famous canyon in the United States, formed by wind and water erosion over millions of years, creating unique rock walls. The rocks here are smooth and wavy with eye-catching colors such as orange, pink, and red that change with sunlight. The rock walls range in height from 60 to over 120 feet, creating an impressive feeling for visitors. This place is also famous for beautiful beams of light created when sunlight shines through narrow gaps in the rocks. The canyon is divided into two parts. The upper part is wider and easier to visit, while the lower part is narrower and harder to walk through. This is sacred land for the local Navajo people with important cultural meaning. For safety and cultural protection reasons, visitors must visit with local guides. Benagil Cave is a sea cave naturally formed over millions of years by waves and wind eroding soft limestone, creating a giant dome with an open hole at the top. Sunlight shines through this round hole, creating beautiful light effects that highlight the golden sand and clear water inside the cave. With a stone dome over 65 feet tall, and only reachable by water, the cave feels like a hidden world separate from the outside. The colors of the limestone, sea, and sunlight blend together to form a unique and magical beauty. The water around the cave is home to many fish, crabs, starfish, and seabirds, showing a rich marine ecosystem. Although not linked to major historical events, Benagil Cave has become a modern cultural icon and a famous travel destination. Lençóis Maranhenses is one of Brazil's most unique natural wonders, with a beauty that stuns all who see it. Unlike any other desert, this place receives heavy rainfall, and thousands of freshwater lagoons appear during the rainy season. These lagoons form between pure white sand dunes, and the water is crystal clear with turquoise or blue colors. The dunes can rise up to 130 feet tall, creating soft, natural curves that look like a painting. The terrain was shaped by strong wind and rain over thousands of years, making the landscape feel like another planet. What's even more amazing is that although the lagoons only exist for a few months, fish are found living inside them, surprising scientists. Leshan Giant Buddha is located in Sichuan province in southwestern China, is famous as the largest stone Buddha statue in the world. The Buddha was carved directly into a cliff, standing 3 feet tall, with shoulders 92 feet wide and ears 23 feet long, overlooking the point where 3 major rivers meet. The carving began in 713 during the Tang dynasty and took 90 years to complete, aiming to bring safety to ships traveling through dangerous waters. Visitors usually walk around the statue to see its impressive size and ancient craftsmanship up close. Another popular activity is viewing the Buddha from a boat, enjoying the full scenic view from a distance. It also reminds us of compassion, peace, and the importance of preserving valuable cultural heritage. Cappadocia is a famous region in Anatolia, Turkey. It attracts visitors with its unique natural landscapes created by volcanic eruptions millions of years ago. The area is especially impressive for strange cone-shaped rock pillars known as fairy chimneys, which are 100 to 130 feet high. Over thousands of years, local people have used the soft rocks to build houses, churches, and underground cities to avoid invasions. Cappadocia was also an important center of early Christianity, with many ancient churches that still have beautiful wall paintings. Visitors to Cappadocia can enjoy a hot air balloon ride at sunrise to view the amazing rocky landscape from above. Other activities include horseback riding, hiking through the valleys, and visiting unique underground cities. Mono Lake is one of the oldest saltwater lakes in the United States, formed about 76,000 years ago by volcanic activity. Because it has no outlet to the sea minerals built up over time, making the lake 2 to 3 times saltier than the ocean, with high alkalinity. The lake's most striking feature is the tufa towers, formed when underground springs rich in calcium mix with the carbonate in the lake water. Despite the harsh environment, the lake supports unique brine shrimp and diving flies, which feed millions of migratory birds each year. Mono Lake also holds deep cultural meaning for indigenous people and was the focus of a major environmental protection movement in the 20th century. Thanks to strong conservation efforts, the water level is recovering and the ecosystem is slowly coming back to life. Huacachina is one of the rare desert oases in the world, with a surreal beauty surrounded by golden sand dunes over 330 feet tall. It once had a natural lake, but now is kept alive by pumped groundwater to preserve its magical look. The dunes change shape every year due to strong desert winds, creating a scene that is always new. The sunset here is considered one of the most beautiful on Earth, as the light reflects off the lake and dunes like a living painting. This place is famous for sandboarding and buggy rides across steep, challenging sand hills. The climate is extremely dry, with humidity below 20% making sounds echo far, and the air feels absolutely still. Parícutin is the only volcano in modern times that people witnessed fully forming from a crack in the ground. The volcano began erupting in 1943 and rose over 1,100 feet within a year, spreading lava across a large surrounding area. In sunlight, volcanic ash and stone reflect a cold silver glow that makes the entire area look mystical and surreal. Although the crater zone remains harsh, moss and lichens have started to grow, marking nature's slow return to the land. Parícutin is a cultural symbol tied to living memory and traditional ceremonies of native communities in the region. Preservation work is ongoing to ensure safety, restore the ecosystem, and protect the site's unique historical and geological value. Dettifoss is the most powerful waterfall in Europe by flow rate, about 144 feet high and 328 feet wide, located between basalt cliffs and glacial terrain in northern Iceland. Its grey water from melting glaciers crashes down with such force that the ground nearby constantly vibrates. The surrounding landscape is completely untouched, with black rock, thin moss layers, and wide open space free from any artificial structure. The ecosystem is not rich in species, but shows strong adaptation, with stone mosses, lichens, and a few birds nesting in cold rock crevices. The watercolor changes seasonally and is believed to reflect shifts in underground glacial flow, while locals say the roaring sound under the falls signals movements deep in the earth. Visitors can get within a few yards of the edge to feel ground vibrations, cold mist, and the heavy pressure of the falling water, making it a rare natural experience in Europe. Neuschwanstein is one of the most famous castles in Germany, located on a high mountain peak, surrounded by magnificent mountains and lush forests. The castle was built in the late 19th century under the direction of King Ludwig II of Bavaria, with the purpose of commemorating figures from German mythology. Although the castle was never completed, it remains an important cultural symbol of Germany. The architecture of the castle combines elements of history and mythology, creating a mysterious beauty like in fairy tales. Visitors can take guided tours to admire the beauty of the rooms inside the castle and enjoy the magnificent natural scenery from high points around the castle. Additionally, the surrounding area offers activities such as hiking, trekking, and skiing in the winter. Neuschwanstein is not only a wonderful architectural structure, but also an inspiration for many works of art. Douro Valley is located in northern Portugal and is known for its terraced hills surrounding a winding river, cultivated for centuries. The hot daytime and cool nighttime climate creates ideal growing conditions and helps stabilize the steep slopes. It is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site for successfully combining ecological preservation with traditional farming. The vegetation includes olive trees, pines, oaks, and drought-resistant shrubs, while animals like otters, Iberian wildcats, and imperial eagles are still present. Ancient stone presses used for grape crushing are still preserved, showing the area's historical role in wine production. The landscape changes clearly with the seasons, especially in autumn when the valley turns golden brown. Erta Ale Volcano is located in the Danakil Depression, northern Ethiopia, and is one of the most active volcanoes in the world. It is famous for its lava lake in the volcano's crater, making it one of the rare places on Earth to have an active lava lake. This area has very high temperatures, reaching up to 120 degrees, and the landscape is extremely dry, making it one of the hottest places on the planet. Exploring Erta Ale is a great challenge for visitors, with climbing and camping in harsh conditions. Erta Ale is not only valuable from a geological standpoint, but also holds cultural significance for the local people, particularly the Afar tribe. It is a unique location where science and culture blend, attracting the interest of researchers and tourists from around the world. Arches National Park is located in Utah, USA, and is famous for its more than 2,000 unique natural sandstone arches. These arches formed over millions of years due to erosion from wind water and harsh desert weather, creating various shapes and sizes, including the largest arch at about 306 feet wide. The park covers about 119 square miles, featuring high cliffs, deep canyons, and breathtaking natural landscapes with characteristic orange-red colors. This place also holds spiritual and cultural significance for native tribes who consider the area sacred and hold traditional ceremonies here to connect with nature. Today, Arches National Park is a major tourist attraction, drawing millions of visitors every year, supporting local economic growth and promoting awareness of environmental protection and geological research. Puerto Princesa Underground River is one of the most amazing natural wonders in the world, known for its length of about 5 miles, flowing through magical limestone caves. Visitors can ride a boat in the dark, listen to the sound of water, and see strange natural rock shapes like towers, arches, and statues. Part of the river has both fresh and salt water, making a special ecosystem. Local people see this place as sacred, linked to their beliefs and long traditions. With its wild beauty and special nature, This place was named a World Natural Heritage Site by UNESCO and is also one of the new 7 Wonders of Nature. Puerto Princesa Underground River is not just an exciting adventure, but also a symbol of the peaceful connection between people and nature. Slea Head is a rocky headland at the western edge of Ireland, where high cliffs face the Atlantic Ocean and have been eroded into strange shapes over thousands of years. The landscape remains completely untouched, with coastal grass, low hills, and rugged shores free from urban development. The area is a seasonal habitat for Arctic terns, gulls, and also dolphins and grey seals that often appear near the shore. A unique feature is the eroded rocks that resemble human faces or animals, which locals believe are fossils of ancient spirits guarding the sea. When thick fog and strong winds arrive, the entire area appears hazy, enhancing the mysterious feel of the coastal rock formations. Visitors can walk or bike along the cliffs, getting close to the edge to feel the strong wind, taste the salty air, and face the endless ocean ahead. Kilimanjaro is the highest mountain in Africa, with its peak, Uhuru Peak, reaching about 19,500 feet. It is a dormant volcano consisting of 3 peaks: Kibo, Mawenzi, and Shira, with Kibo being the highest. Despite being near the equator, the summit remains covered in snow year-round, which makes it unique. As you climb, visitors will experience various climates, from tropical at the base to cold at the summit. The landscape is highly diverse, ranging from tropical rainforests at the foot to alpine meadows and cold deserts higher up. Kilimanjaro is famous for being one of the most accessible mountains, requiring only good health and preparation to conquer it. Additionally, visitors may encounter wildlife such as monkeys, antelope, elephants, and leopards along the way. Banff National Park is one of the most famous destinations in Canada, located in the Rocky Mountains. It is Canada's oldest national park, established in 1885, covering an area of around 2,564 square miles. The park is known for its stunning natural scenery, including high mountains, crystal-clear lakes, and majestic waterfalls. Banff attracts millions of visitors each year due to outdoor activities like skiing, hiking, and camping. The park is also home to many wildlife species, such as bears, elk, and wolves. The architectural landmarks in Banff, especially the Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel, are historically significant and attract tourists from all over the world. Banff is not only important for tourism, but also as a vital nature reserve, helping protect the area's ecosystems and wildlife. San Juan Parangaricutiro is a prominent location in Mexico, known for its unique landscape influenced by the Parícutin Volcano. It was once a thriving city before being buried in lava after the volcanic eruption in 1943. For 9 years, the Parícutin Volcano continued to erupt, creating a strange landscape with solidified lava and remaining ruins, especially a church standing amidst the sea of lava. Despite being destroyed, the area still attracts visitors to explore and learn about the volcanic eruption event. This place also holds historical and cultural value, serving as a testament to the recovery of nature and humans. Furthermore, the lava from the volcano created fertile soil, helping the area develop agriculture after the eruption ended. Zhu Monastery is located at over 15,700 feet high in the Tibetan mountains, standing out with deep red walls and golden domes in a sacred space. Surrounded by snowy peaks all year, the monastery blends into the sky and earth, creating a peaceful meditation space. Every morning, sunlight shines through the mountain gaps onto the stone walls, making a bright and magical view. The monastery is a spiritual center of the Nyingma tradition, holding deep meaning in Tibetan Buddhist culture. More than a place of worship, Jeju is a symbol of strength and faith in the face of harsh nature. Jeju Monastery reaches into the soul and offers a pure space where people can connect with the beauty of nature. Jeju is a volcanic island known for its amazing nature, where old lava made strange basalt caves and mysterious black beaches. At the center of the island is an extinct volcano, about 6,400 feet high, which looks grand and is a holy symbol of this land. In fall, golden grass fields stretch along the hills, and in winter, snow covers everything, creating a magical scene. The name Jeju means place beyond the land, showing how special and separate the island is. Locals say the island was made by 3 gods from the sky who gave birth to people and left their spirits in the wind. On windy days, people believe the gods are coming back to visit. Geyser Lake is a small lake, but full of charm with bright blue color and natural swirling mud circles changing under the water. Light eruptions from underground create strange, round patterns, like living paintings, making the lake look like a magic mirror. The name geyser comes from the geothermal activity under the lake, where water and gas push up sediment that keeps moving. Thanks to stable temperature and rich minerals, the lake is perfect for blue-green algae and ancient living creatures. Around the lake, there are dense trees and clean air, forming a nearly untouched natural scene. Some believe these are ancient spirits, guarding this sacred place, adding to the deep mystery of Geyser Lake. Milford Sound is one of the most beautiful fjords in New Zealand, known for its magnificent landscapes of mountains and the sea. High snow-capped mountains pour down into the green-blue waters. The fjord also experiences heavy rainfall, making the atmosphere cool and humid all year round. The ecosystem here remains untouched, offering a peaceful space for visitors seeking tranquility. Milford Sound is not just a stunning destination, but also a symbol of the perfect harmony between nature and people. It is an ideal place for visitors to enjoy the untouched beauty of nature and learn about the cultural and historical values of this land. Lago Dorapus is a mountain lake with a bright turquoise color located at about 6,200 feet high, surrounded by steep cliffs and silent wilderness. Its strange color does not come from the bottom, but from minerals floating in the water that reflect sunlight, creating a rare natural effect. The water changes clarity and color through the day, from pale blue in the morning to mirror-like brightness at noon. Although it looks peaceful, the water is always very cold, usually not warmer than 50 degrees Fahrenheit, making swimming dangerous. Visitors can only reach the lake by hiking and holding onto ropes along narrow paths beside cliffs. In winter, the lake freezes, but the turquoise glow beneath the ice still shows like a giant gem. Vlei is a surreal land that was once a lush oasis, but is now completely dry, leaving behind cracked white soil and hundreds of dead trees standing alone. These trees have been dead for over 600 years, but they have not decayed because the climate is so dry that bacteria cannot survive. The landscape becomes strange and haunting, with a mix of white ground, blackened trees, towering red sand dunes, and deep blue sky. Daytime temperatures can rise above 122 degrees Fahrenheit, but nighttime becomes freezing, creating an extreme temperature contrast. Surrounding sand dunes rise over 980 feet, making people look tiny in the middle of the burning orange scenery. There is no water, no animals, and no sound. This place is called the Valley of Absolute Silence. Diamond Hill is the only peak in the Connemara region with a fully exposed quartzite summit, pale grey and smooth enough that it was once mistaken for artificial stone due to its light reflective surface. The hill stands at just 1,450 feet, but draws attention for its geologically isolated core, separated from surrounding bedrock and unconnected to neighboring ranges. Beneath a thin soil layer lies a fan-like fracture network where rainwater seeps in and resurfaces from lower crevices in irregular seasonal patterns. Vegetation grows only in shallow depressions, mainly lichens and wind-tolerant grass, while the upper quartzite slope remains almost entirely barren. Magnetic field readings have shown anomalies at the summit, though no official explanation has been published. During the colonial period, the summit was used as a mirror signaling point because it could reflect light farther than other landforms of similar height. Letea is the oldest forest in Romania, located on ancient marine sand dunes, and the only place in Europe where forest grows naturally on sand. The area combines white sand ridges, broadleaf forest, and seasonal wetlands, creating a pristine landscape with rare silence. It is home to over 1,800 species, including rare reptiles, many endemic insects, and hundreds of migratory birds. The most notable feature is the wild horses that have survived for centuries, believed to be descendants of domestic horses released long ago. A strange phenomenon in the forest is that many old trees are twisted into odd shapes due to wind, salt, and high humidity, as if affected by an unseen force. Visitors can explore the forest by horse-drawn cart or walk along ecological trails to see the wild horses and unusual trees in a natural setting, unchanged for hundreds of years. Dranga Jökull is the only glacier in Iceland located entirely below 381 feet that still maintains thick ice all year round, which is rare in today's climate. With mostly flat terrain and no artificial structures nearby, the area feels quiet and isolated. The blue-white ice contrasts sharply with exposed black rock during summer, creating a unique subarctic landscape. Its ecosystem includes lichen, moss, and snow microbes, and the meltwater streams provide fresh water to lower regions. Because of its remote location and lack of large-scale tourism, Dranga Jökull is considered a reference site for studying climate change effects on low-altitude glaciers.